The recent newspaper report about 2 children allegedly engaging in sexual activity in a classroom has provoked a response from a senior member of the judiciary. While not commenting specifically on the incident, Madam Justice Sandra Mason says the bigger issue is that of dysfunctional families. According to her, it is a pervasive problem in Barbados which needs to be addressed. The Court of Appeal judge says she would also like to see a special institution established to accommodate deviant children.
A midway point between juvenile court and the government industrial reform school, that there needed to be a kind of a halfway house where you have those unfortunate children from dysfunctional families who need help, but and they would be put in a place of safety. You'd work with the parents, you'd work with the children, because as Ms. Ross said, when you have the child who has the problems, you work with her, then she goes back to the same dysfunctional family. So the problem just keeps going on and on and on.
Well, Madam Justice Mason's comments come against the background of the launch of an inter-school essay competition for which she was the feature speaker. At the St. Michael's School, that competition is designed to showcase the positive attributes of young people, particularly females. It's being organized by the owners of the Barbados Faces website. Ron Brathwaite has more.
Shelley Ross is a chief editor of the website barbadosfaces.com. She tells students that the competition comes at a time when morality in the school system needs a pick-me-up. She adds that in spite of this, secondary schools in Barbados are saturated with positive things, many done by girls. Unfortunately, she says, these often go unnoticed. Ms. Ross says she intends to bring all the good that is happening to light through the essay competition.
The first topic is the woman or women I most admire. And that woman can be even the honorable here. It can be your mother. It can be your grandmother. It can be a neighbor or teacher.
Some exciting prizes await the winners.
The first prize in the competition is going to be a bank account of $800 plus an iPad. The second prize is $500 plus a cell phone. And the third prize is a bank account for $200 plus a Kindle.
Court of Appeal Judge, the Honorable Madam Justice Sandra Mason, loves the idea and has some advice for students.
The world is yours to conquer, all right? And those are not just words. You can do, as Ms. Ross, anything in this world that you want to do, because you just see it, you think it, you dream it, you believe it, and you dare to do it, and it will be done.
The essay competition is open to all school children and runs for 3 weeks, closing on November 15th. The essays are to be between 1,500 and 2,500 words and must be emailed to barbadosfaces@gmail.com. Ron Brathwaite, CBC News.
Barbadians have started to receive refunds for tickets purchased for the now postponed Barbados leg of the Rihanna Diamonds World Tour. Peter Thorne has that story.
From 10 o'clock this morning, Barbadians started to converge on the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford Center for their refunds from the postponed Rihanna concert. The booths were open throughout the day until 6 o'clock, and Barbadians were happy at how the process for refunds was organized.
Yeah, the problem is easy, simple. Just go and line up different spells, they'll like $70. $1,700 in big money. They got different lines for that purpose.
I feel real good about it because I don't think we've seen anything, or if it was a show, so to give back money, I could use my money.
You just come get back my money and that's it.
Some even said they would attend a rescheduled show.
Of course. They're willing to go to it whenever it come again. Once it's free and once I got your time and the funds, yeah, sure, we'll go.
I'm disappointed because I was looking forward to Rihanna, to see Rihanna. But nevertheless, there'll be another time.
But others said they wouldn't attend another show.
It's disappointing. I don't think they can say next one to go next one. Every next one, there ain't going to be a big crowd.
The entire refund process runs from Wednesday until Saturday, November 2nd at the Lloyd Erskine Sandyford Center, 2 Mile Hill. Persons who purchase their tickets via credit cards at the Welch's Plaza box office may obtain a refund in person at the Premier Event Services offices for the amount to be credited back to their card. There is no cash refund provided for tickets purchased by credit card. Fans who ordered online at www.ticketmaster.com will receive instructions via email. Peter Thorne, CBC News.
A local attorney at law has appeared in the District A Magistrates Court to answer charges of theft and money laundering. He is 53-year-old Philip Nichols of Dover Mews, Dover Christchurch. Nichols, a former secretary of the Barbados Cricket Association, was arrested and charged following investigations by members of the fraud squad. He is accused of theft of $674,172 belonging to a client and of money laundering related to that figure. When he appeared in court this morning, Nichols was granted bail in the sum of $200,000 with two sureties in the sum of $100,000 each. He was ordered to reappear in court on February the 25th. The charges against Nichols arose out of an investigation pertaining to the sale of real estate on behalf of the client. While Barbadians are expressing concern about government's management of NIS funds, they must also be mindful of how a high level of sickness and injury claims will impact the system. The message from Minister of Labour, Senator Dr. Estubayar Sekou, in announcing that outstanding reports for the funds, including the 14th Actuarial Review, will soon be ready to be laid in Parliament. According to her, the last published report in 2009 showed that for 5 years from 2005, occupational diseases and work-related illnesses numbered over 5,000 and the average benefit payment per year was $10 million. On the other hand, there were 55,000 sickness claims, averaging more than 20 million.
And you hear patients say, well, that is my money, so I'm entitled to take sick days and so on. But we want for that money to be there when you actually need it because you genuinely can't work because of invalidity, because of retirement or whatever. And so I still always try to urge doctors and patients to be prudent when submitting claims, because while you're thinking it's your money and it might help you to take the time off now, we also need to think about the wider impact that it would have on the fund.
Sekou was speaking at a seminar on occupational safety and health, addressing productivity and economic issues. She says the impact of stress is very costly on workers' health and productivity. Primary school principals are facing a number of problems, and the association representing them is seeking a meeting with the Ministry of Education. President of the Association of Public Primary School Principals, Ivan Clark, says the problems confronting them must be addressed and resolved. He made this clear at the 15th Annual General Meeting of the Association at the Savannah Hotel this morning. Mr. Clark also made a call for the ministry to consider appointing Clark typists and guidance counsellors in primary schools. He believes these professionals are needed now.
While we are in recession and claim that we are unable to fill these positions, it must be stated that these positions have been vacant for a long time, and a long time when there was plenty. The problem, therefore, may very well be the importance we attach to these issues. We in the Association of Public Primary School Principals call on the Ministry of Civil Service to give this matter your urgent attention.
Well, Minister of State in the Prime Minister's office, Senator Patrick Todd, saluted the work of principals across the island. He says they have made and continue to make an impact on the lives of countless Barbadians.
The unsung heroes of Barbados are the countless headmasters and headmistresses, now called principals, who for decades have seen teaching as a calling, a labor of love. Since gaining independence, Barbados has enjoyed tremendous social and economic development. This transformation has brought many benefits, but it has also ushered in new lifestyles and values that are often at odds with traditional Barbadian culture.
Sponsorship from Corporate Barbados has helped raise the bar and aided in a successful NIFCA. Chief Cultural Officer with the National Cultural Foundation, Andrea Wells, says NIFCA is a national festival, and with or without sponsorship, the show will go on. Her comments came as Sagicor Life Incorporated and Scotiabank came on board to sponsor sections of the 2013 festival after another sponsor pulled out. Ms. Wells says that as NIFCA celebrates 40 years, it is proud of what it has been able to accomplish this year.
for the first time in many years, we have 5 nights of performing arts finals. And the innovation there is the juniors night. For the very first time, juniors in NIFCA, junior entries in NIFCA that have qualified to reach the final, the 3rd stage of assessment, have their own night. And that's a very special occasion. NIFCA has always been associated with the youth of Barbados.
Ms. Wells maintains that the National Independence Festival of Creative Arts is excellent entertainment at an unbeatable price. Increased seating capacity at the Garfield Sobers Gymnasium could help to attract more interest from entities outside of Barbados who want to host major sports and cultural events. This is the view of Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth, Stephen Lashley, who says it is one of the long-term plans being considered to improve the marketing scope of the gymnasium.
One of the things we'll most likely have to do is to increase its seating capacity, and that is something that we are currently looking at, because as you know, within the context of the availability of facilities in Barbados and our quest to not only grow a sporting industry but also grow a cultural industries as well, where we have advocated certainly a policy of encouraging and certainly soliciting the holding of key events in Barbados, both of a sporting nature and of a cultural nature. Then we've got to look at our facilities.